Lenape Valley with that wide open style, leading Lockport Junior 16-8 at the half. A couple of very well-coached teams out there on Championship Field. Inside our studios, Tom James, Rini Angolia, Drew Felios. Lenape Valley can beat you in a variety of ways, Rini.
I'm impressed with their offense. I mean, multiple sets, multiple formations, a lot of movement. Boy, disciplined team. And as you said, Tom, hurt you in a bunch of different ways offensively.
What's also tough is, they got the big throwing quarterback in Patrick Keller, but then they bring that wildcat formation into play with Stevie Davis running the football. When they do that, when they can push so many buttons and play so many different styles, Rini, that really makes them tough to stop.
And so disciplined, right? I mean, in control, they know what they want to do, good blocking, good route running, just a complete team.
All right, time for Rini's teachable play. School us up.
Here we go. Let me turn. And speaking of Lenape Valley and their offensive set, so we saw a bunch of different formations. This time, right now, there's actually going to be 3 blockers out here. There's one out there, and then what you're going to see is it go to Stevie Davis, and he's just going to come right here to the short side of the field as they run it. And so a lot of times the defense is guarding against that wide side of the field. They have an extra blocker there on the short side. Great blocking. Stevie Davis keeps it around left end. And that was just one of multiple looks offensively that Lenape Valley gave the Lockport Junior Porters in that first half.
Yeah, that was big-time football in the first half.
A lot of talent at the skill positions for them, and then the big guys up front doing the job as well. Let's take a break. We'll come back with your first half highlights from Championship Field. It's Lenape Valley by a touchdown.
This is Daddy's favorite song.
Maybe that's as far as the story should go.
Maybe not even that far.
Alexa, play Dad's playlist.
Pop Warner Week here at ESPN, Wide World of Sports, and of course, the 31st Cheer and Dance Championship. Over 500 routines in all this week. You watch that streaming live on Watch ESPN Thursday at 5 o'clock. And there is the schedule for the week, the Cheer and Dance event. So much work put in by these young kids all week long and throughout the year to get to this incredible destination. Welcome back inside our studios. Tom James, Rini Angolia, and Drew Felios. An exciting first half. Lenape Valley leading Lockport Junior 16-8. Let's show you some of the plays, some of the highlights from this first half, Rini.
Yeah, as we take a look here, and of course, Lenape Valley, first touchdown, we showed it earlier, as Stevie Davis takes a direct snap, but a great answer by Lockport Junior. Romello Green with the pass, unbelievable job, the jump pass, but then Lenape Valley right back at you. Stevie Davis once again, and really was very evenly matched first half, I thought, Drew. You see Lenape Valley, pretty big advantage in the rushing yards, but really, two teams well coached, evenly matched.
Stevie Davis, I think, a big difference for Lenape Valley, too. His change of pace, and of course the 2 two-point conversions he was able to kick through the uprights. Lockport not quite as diverse offensively. So the question is, if you are Lockport, this could be a big drive for you coming out of halftime in that third quarter to start it off. Remember, it looked like Lenape Valley was kind of getting them down a little bit. Rini, can they get that same push that they had in that first
well,
drive?
and I think Lockport Junior got some momentum there with that interception before the end of the first half, got the ball back a little bit, so got a little momentum, something real positive to talk about at halftime. Tight game, though.
Yeah. All right, the team can really, Lenape Valley can beat you inside, they can beat you outside, and of course they can go over the top as well. Let's take you to a quick break. We'll have our second half coming up right after this at ESPN Wide World of Sports.
The ESPN Wide World of Sports complex is a cutting-edge multi-sport facility.
Leads the way for a dive to the 10, 5, touchdown USA.
Athletes from over 70 countries compete in more than 60 different sports, all at the center of the Walt Disney World Resort in Florida.
Launched at the net, and there it is. Our returning champion has done it again.
For more information, visit ESPNWWOS.com. The ESPN Wide World of Sports complex is the ideal place for amateur softball, hosting annual events like Disney Softball Spring Training, where championships are played on the Mickey Mound, and working with organizations like USSSA and Diamond 9 events to develop competitive programs for players of all ages and skill levels. For more information, visit ESPNWWOS.com.
Field at ESPN Wide World of Sports as we get set for the second half. Lenape Valley leading Lockport Juniors 16-8. Joined now by Lockport Junior head coach John Zerwinski. And coach, great first half. Do you change anything up in the second half, or you just kind of stay the course?
We're going to stay the course, make some adjustments, and hold our blocks a little bit better and push the edge.
Coach, got a nice stop there before the end of the first half. Got some momentum. What'd you tell the kids at halftime?
Keep your heads up. Let's stick to what got us here, and let's win this thing. We're going to shut them down second half and put a couple toddies up on the board.
Coach, love watching your team play. You got such great kids. What's been the best part about coaching these young men?
Just watching these guys physically. They're so smart, physical, and it's just phenomenal. Just even to be here, it's just overwhelming getting interviewed. It's crazy. I just want to give a shout out to all our fans back at home at Coombs Corner and throughout Chicagoland. We're going to give it hell second half.
Oh, great stuff.
Well, Coach Zerwinski, this is your time. Enjoy it in the second half.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Drew and Rini will have the call for you. Lenape Valley by a touchdown over the team from Lockport Junior.
All right, shout out to everybody in that Chicago area who happens to be watching here today as this team has put on a show. Lockport Junior Porters 10-2 on the season here at the ESPN Wide World of Sports, battling the Lenape Valley Indians. Drew Felios, Rini Angolia, Tom James again hosting our halftime coverage. Hit us up on Twitter, #PopWarnerSB. The weather here in Central Florida, about 73 degrees. It's overcast, had a lot of rain yesterday, feel a little soft today, but these players are playing their hearts out.
This is my type of game right here. Just two evenly matched teams, fundamentally sound, just going at it. And this is going to be a tight one all the way to the end here in the second half.
So Lockport Junior Porters will receive it to start half number 2. Stevie Davis to kick it off here for the Indians. Davis had the big first half, those two two-point conversions, and a force offensively he was. Underway here from field 17, and taken from the 35-yard line. This is Ricky Taylor Jr. cutting it upfield. Taylor gets it across midfield in good field position for the Porters. Will have it at about the 44.
Wow, tremendous job by Ricky Taylor Jr. to catch that line drive. And then the run after the catch, excellent field position for the Porters. And you talked about it, Drew, earlier. Really important, I think, for Lockport Junior here to get a good drive, got excellent field position. See if you can score right out of the gates here and tie this thing up.
This is only the third offensive possession for Lockport. We've seen multiple quarterbacks here already for the Junior Porters. So who is under center here is anybody's guess. Looks like it may be Jacob Duvall, number 22. Instead, it's Christian Evans. He'll fake it. Evans trying to take it upfield. Saw that nice little fake to Ricky Taylor. They throw a lot of eye candy at you, don't they?
Well, and that's the thing. Defensively, you have to be disciplined, right? You can't go with that eye candy. And I tell you what, once again, Carson Wakefield, number 11, right in the middle, is going to sniff that play out, get to Evans to make the tackle. And that's where they get you, though. You know, with the fakes, you can leave some gaps, some seams, then all of a sudden the back hits it, and 15, 20 yards later, he's down the field.
Christian Evans once more. And they give it to the up back. Direct snap. And he gets a few more tough yards. Boy, they get so low in those crouches, don't they?
They sure do. Jacob Duval. Got that short snap, pounded it in there, gets it to 3rd and 1.
Jacob Duval, 22 right there. It's only his first year playing football. He has grasped the terminology, the formations, the style of play so quickly. How long did it take you, Rini, as a former Pop Warner player, to really get this game and start to...
It's not as hard as people think, and I think the good coaches kind of keep it simple in the beginning, right? And I think the single wing is an excellent offense to learn to start your playing career.
Ricky Taylor Jr. trying to pop it between the tackles. And again, well defended by Lenape Valley. And 18, Dylan Rotundo starting to really stick his nose in there.
He needed to get to the 35, I believe he did. They're gonna call him just short, so it's gonna be 4th down.
So remember, Lockport sort of lulled Lenape Valley in and then threw that jump pass over the top for the touchdown. Is now a good time to do it, or do you simply try and get the half yard?
Yeah, I think you just try to power this thing, look for it to go to the up back. Jacob Duval, 22 once again.
Evans hands this one off. Little misdirection this time. This will be a 1st down and a little bit more as Robert Baranowski, the ball carrier, gets it done.
Yeah, Baranowski, a little end around there on 4th down. Sometimes can be risky going sideline to sideline, but Baranowski, nice job, gets the handoff. Once he gets to the outside, he's gonna turn those shoulders up and power through and make sure he gets that 1st down right there. Nice job.
Some big time blocks being thrown by the Porters. So the drive continues, and the clock continues to run. Christian Evans right now, the guy under center. Look how low they get offensively. Taylor in motion, another jet sweep. Taylor with the speed. And he'll take it to the 27. He's thrown back by Carson Wakefield right there.
But a nice pickup on 1st down. Talk about staying on schedule, staying ahead of the chains. Nice 4 or 5 yard pickup on 1st down by Ricky Taylor Jr.
Well, if you're on defense, this is the type of offense that just frustrates you. It solely saps your will, doesn't it?
You have to know your assignments, and as you talked about earlier, you can't go with the fakes. You got to know what your assignment is, and you got to execute it.
Ricky Taylor playing both ways. He's a safety on defense. And they use him all sorts of ways here. Lining up as a wingback. 2nd down and 4. Evans having good success at quarterback. Now wants to throw. They bring him out. Pass over the top is incomplete. Brandon Futrell was trying to separate, and that's a good job of coverage by Stevie Davis, who would not be fooled.
Yeah, Futrell had a step, but great job by Stevie Davis. Number 4 for Lenape Valley to close on this ball to break it up. Nice ball by Christian Evans. And look at Davis, gets there right at the end. The only thing I'd say, try to look back for that ball. But he gets his right hand in there, knocks it down. No call on the play. That's a good pass breakup.
Oh, bad snap that time. And Ricky Taylor Jr. is going to have to just fall on it. Taylor, a little slow to get up back at the 35.
And those are the miscues we talked about also, you know, which team, when you get to a semifinal, the fewest mistakes. And really, to this point, haven't seen many. That was a big one there on 3rd down.
So it'll be 4th down and 13, and I guarantee you, this Lockport Junior Porters offense not designed for this type of yardage. It's going to be tough to convert here. They're almost going to have to throw it unless you just play for field position here.
And they may have to call a timeout here. Make sure they get this play off.
Coach Sawinski back on the sideline. Indians realizing just keep everything in front of them here. And maybe a delay of game possibly, or a timeout. Flag is down, it will be a delay.
You could just tell a little out of sorts. I thought
4th down.
Coach Zerwinski might call a timeout when he had his players on the sideline bringing that play in. When it rains, it pours. There's another 5 now, so 4th and 18. You may decide to kick this thing away.
Just about to ask you that, Rini. This type of yardage may be best to just put your defense back on the field. Instead, Vega wants to throw it. That's a tough try, and perhaps even intercepted. They're going to say he's out of bounds.
Wow, I thought he was in, Drew. Wow, that was number 18, Dylan Rotundo. He goes up. Now it's 4th down. It doesn't matter. It's their ball, but heck of a catch. I thought he got a foot in. Referee called him out. But wow, excellent effort to go high point that.
You see Rotundo, too. He wanted to be out of bounds on that play. He knows if that's an interception, they get it about 15 yards behind.
Well, you know, refs have been pretty good today, but I thought he had the right foot in, and then the left one hit down. That looked good to me. Dylan, I said give yourself an interception in the stats.
Garden Grove and Hartford coming at you at 3:15 p.m. scheduled time here at the ESPN Wide World of Sports. 5 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Stevie Davis at quarterback. Reverse action. No, they'll fake it. Davis. Little stiff arm. Stays on his feet. Can he get to the opposite side? Davis not going to give up on this one. He can get a block. You never know. Stevie Davis still turning the feet. And he is to the 36-yard line. What great intestinal fortitude.
I mean, that's a backbreaker, right? Stevie Davis running to the right. Lockport Jr., they have it defended. He cuts it up. Breaks a couple tackles and says, you know what, I'm going to take this backside all the way back around. And is able to turn it up for a big gain. It's just all individual effort by Stevie Davis.
Lacrosse player, rugby player, tremendous leg, got speed, he's got it all. Indians back to the ground game. That's a nice tackle by Youngin on the other side as Lockport tries to slow this Lenape Valley machine down. There's some great running backs have played Pop Warner football. Christian McCaffrey having a great year in the NFL. Darren Sproles, Frank Gore, Devontae Freeman, former Miami product also for the Falcons.
How about Frank Gore? He's been playing a long time, boy. You usually don't see backs that long in the NFL. Phenomenal career.
You know, all those guys undersized too.
Yeah.
And having long careers.
McCaffrey's so good. And Sproles as well, catching the ball out of the backfield. I mean, that's one thing you got to do now. I'll tell young running backs all the time, make sure you work on your hands because you're about to be able to catch the ball.
Late flag going to come in this time at the 30.
We saw O'Hanlon's helmet get ripped off, so if that was because of the penalty, he doesn't have to come out of the game. He can put his helmet back on and stay in the game.
Meeting of the minds here at the 30-yard line. It's been a relatively clean game here in this D2 Junior Varsity semifinal.
Personal foul, face mask.
That's
Number
the
10 on the
personal
defense.
foul we've had.
15-yard penalty, yardage results, first down.
And that's what it was, a face mask. Right in the middle here, you're gonna see him. You're gonna see it right there. Kind of turn and rip that helmet right off. And I will tell you, for the rules, if you grab any part of that helmet, ear hole, backside of it, it's still considered a face mask. You cannot rip the helmet at all. The correct call.
And the Indians go back to the run. Here's Eli Bain. Haven't called his name in quite a while. And Nicholas Cantone, number 89. In black and maroon. A good job to get in there first. Guy who causes problems right there, 89, Nicholas Cantone. along with Mark Webb and Mike Doneski. Talked about him, 45, the job that he has done. Van Youngen, number 8, 47, Andrew Baker. Some kids are hustling.
Yeah, and Cantel's got some speed up front from that defensive line position. Boy, Lockport Jr. could really use maybe shadow block, get to the backfield, try to cause a turnover.
2nd and 9. Run the football right. Here's Davis. Davis with room. So exciting to watch is Stevie Davis. Look at him churn and dive and score.
That is one tough running back. This little toss sweep to the right. Watch the patience. He sets his block up, cuts it back inside, and then he lowers his shoulders and just powers right here, dives for the goal line. Knee hit. I don't know where the ball was when the knee hit. No replay in Pop Warner. So this touchdown will stand. Great effort nonetheless.
He plays the game like it is supposed to be played. And now to kick the 2-point conversion is Stevie Davis. Stevie Davis has done a little bit of everything today for Lenape Valley. That strong leg makes it 24-8.
I mean, it's such a weapon because that's 3 2-point kicks. So essentially, that's another touchdown for you. When you can kick the ball like that in Pop Warner, huge, huge advantage.
Well, today it's all about the D2 semifinals. And tomorrow we turn the page to D1. Do that all day here on ESPN3. Then take a day off on Thursday. That'll be dominated by cheer and dance. Friday we come back with the D2 championships, followed by D1 championships on Saturday. Keep in mind, Saturday morning, D1 JV championship on ESPNU. Greeny cannot wait for that.
Well, that's pinnacle of the week, right? Kids get to play on national television, replayed again on Christmas Day, I believe, and looking forward to that.
Christmas Day, waking up, the kids are opening the presents, you're sipping on the eggnog, and you got Pop Warner football on.
Perfect.
Can a morning be any better?
Nope.
That's just perfect. Stevie Davis been near perfect also today for Lenape Valley. Meanwhile, on the Lockport side, I said, Rainey, that first drive in the 3rd quarter would be huge. They didn't get any points out of it. You can kind of see it starting to wear on them just a bit. Still plenty of time in this game, though.
Stevie Davis got the old school high top cleats tied up nice and tight.
Squib kick. Fielded at the 35. Ricky Taylor Jr., another nice return, about the same spot he had the last one.
Well, it's imperative right now that Lockport Jr. takes advantage of this good field position, goes down and gets a score on the board.
Palm Beach Garden Gators 40-8 over Deer Valley now. So that lead extended to 32. And it's in the 4th quarter. So if you are Lockport right now, it's going to be interesting to see from John Zerwinski's offense. Do you open it up a little bit? Do you continue to do what you've done? Their offense is effective, but it does not get large chunks of yards. It does not score quickly. Let's see. Christian Evans following his blockers and gets about 4.
You know, and I think it's fine. You know, you stay with your offense, right? Because you want to do what you do best and do what brought you here. Just do it with a sense of urgency a little quicker, and they're definitely doing that as they're on the ball, ready to go once again.
This now to number 22, Jacob Duvall. It's funny, Joseph Manzo was the guy who was listed as the #1 quarterback. He's probably taken about 2 snaps under center. It's been Duvall, it's been Evans, and it's been everybody else. Romello Green has gotten a lot of carries as well. Now 3rd and 2. Straight forward, Joseph Vega. Can he get a first down? I don't think so. It's going to depend on the spot. I think about a yard shy.
Yeah, he's definitely short, so no doubt about it. This fourth down is the play of the game for Lockport Jr. I mean, great penetration by Lenape Valley. Get up there, make the tackle. And once again, it's number 11, Carson Wakefield.
Big play here. They need one. Vega, can he get it? And I believe he's going to have it. Yes, first down, Lockport, and that is a big one.
Yeah, good job by Joseph Vega. Lower those shoulders. Make sure you keep this drive alive. Good push up front by Lockport Jr. That offensive line. Keep pushing. Vega gets the first down.
It's been a battle of will on field 17 today. Lockport trying to stay alive as we head to the fourth quarter. Now shifting right, Romello Green tries to cut it up, and there is a big-time tackle by Michael O'Hanlon. He played that perfectly.
Well, and it's a picture-perfect tackle. You hear me talk about fundamentals? Watch O'Hanlon here. Gonna come head across the bow, right? To the side of him. Get that head up. Wrap those arms up and drive back.
So 24-8 is the score at the end of 3 here in the D2 Junior Varsity Semifinal. Lenape Valley and Lockport playing for a chance to get to the championship. Fourth quarter coming up from the ESPN Wide World of Sports after this.
I'm not going.
Unmistakable Cadillac XT4. Once again, driving is joyful. Starting under $36,000.
Put a smile on everyone's face this holiday with great gifts from Amazon. With low prices and free shipping on millions of items. For everything you need this holiday, visit Amazon.
24-8 here at the Pop Warner Super Bowl. Do you ever come up to an amusement park and look at a ride and say, that's the one I'm not going on? That's kind of how it is with me in the Tower of Terror. I've seen it a few times today in the background.
You've never been on that?
Never been on it. And have no plans of doing it anytime soon. John Zerwinski, his kids have played really tough here today. Do they have enough, though, to hang in this fourth quarter? They've got the football, decent field position at the 34-yard line, but they need a score, down 16. Here's Joseph Manzo, the quarterback, working out a shotgun. Manzo turns around, the ball comes out, and it's recovered by Lenape Valley. Oh, no. So Jackson Estes makes the recovery, and really that's the last thing Lockport needed.
Yeah, I mean, that's just miscommunication. You see the spin around by Manzo. He was expecting the back, Baranowski, to come underneath him, Drew. He was coming on top. The ball actually looks like it started coming out of Manzo's hands as well. Hits the ground, and a huge turnover for Lockport Jr.
That is a tough break. So ball back to the Indians now. Lenape Valley. They've been having nice long drives throughout this game as well. Lockport needs the football back here. Keller. Hands off to Bain. Bain moving the pile as a flag will come down at the 38-yard line. In the area of holding. Had a couple face mask calls here in this game. This could be another.
Yeah, well, a flag came in from the back judge as well. He will call face mask from there.
Face mask minor. Defense.
A lot of
5-yard
times, too,
penalty
Reedy,
on the end
that
of the
can
run.
happen so inadvertently when you
Gains
have all these
first
big
down.
piles coming at you and so many guys stacked up on each other.
Especially now, if you're Lockport Junior, you're reaching in there, you're trying to knock the ball out, you're trying to strip it. You're reaching in there. Yeah, and you'll see it right there. There's 45. Densky just reaching out there, trying to get to the ball carrier and just got the face mask.
So first down now for the Indians, and about 3 yards to go. Run it one more time. Let Rotundo do his thing, and he'll have a first down. That was Eli Boehm on the carry, the running back in safety for the Indians. Made the Le'Veon Bell comparison. That comparison was made by Coach March Coleman, and you know what? It was dead on. That is the exact type of running back Boehm is.
This is where you see Lenape Valley. We saw Coach Coleman do it in the first half. Just slow down, right? Huddle up, take your time.
This is like watching the old Princeton offense in basketball.
4 corners.
Really slow things down. Milk every moment of the play clock. Try and shorten the game. Indians doing just that. Getting just what they need through the running game. Look at the pile move. First down for the Indians.
Eli Boehm again. Power running. Boy, if it hasn't been number 4, Stevie Davis, it's been the number 15, Boehm. Just great job to keep those legs moving and give credit. Watch the offensive line. Once this pile starts to be made, watch all the players push this pile forward. Great job. Get there. Get that yardage. And another first down assures you to take another couple minutes off the clock. Guaranteed.
Lenape Valley gave up a touchdown to Lockport in their first defensive series. It's about the only thing they've given up today. They have checked all the boxes here on field 17. Pitch it again. This one to Boehm one more time. And he's got a couple along the right side. And stop was made by Nicholas Cantone again. So 2 very similar programs going at it today. Similar size, similar experience. Small size edge for Lenape Valley. Lockport, meanwhile, these young men have worked so hard to get here. 2 losses during the regular season, a 10-2 mark, bringing to the semifinals. Ricky Taylor Jr. and company need a stop. Here's Stevie Davis. What a day he has had. Davis staying on his feet. To the 25, another first down.
Well, Boehm comes out, right? You think you got a break, and all of a sudden Stevie Davis comes at you, running downhill. Unbelievable job. Quick to the hole. Keep those legs moving. Down to the 25-yard line.
Tell you what, Rini, you've got to come up with some kind of a toughness award. What would you call it? Rini's rugged. Think about that.
Okay, I'll think about it.
Because Stevie Davis would get that award today.
Right now he would.
First down. Davis trying to dance around a little bit. Only going to pick up 1. This time is Youngin again makes the stop. I just love a guy like this. He's got the tape on the elbows. You know, it's very hard-nosed. The jersey's always dirty on the back, you see.
Love it. Powers, runs between the tackles, runs outside. They'll kick your 2-pointers for you. Play a little defense for you as well.
You can tell, too, we talk about lacrosse players, how tough they are. That's the other sport that Davis plays. One of the fastest-growing sports in America. So physical. Second down now. Davis, call his number one more time. Just tries to move to pile, gets a couple more. The clock will continue to run. Plays soccer as well. You know, soccer's a very tough sport. Your daughters play it, Rini.
It is, it's physical. Well, not quite as physical as this, but physical nonetheless.
Yep. Another fast-growing sport right now.
Yeah, maybe the fastest, right? I mean,
yeah, sure. Clock continues to run now. And you got to figure Lockport defensively been on the field a long time here throughout this game.
Yeah, I was going to say, Coach Coleman's going to call a timeout. What he was waiting for is the back judge puts his hand up when there's 10 seconds left on the play clock. He let all that time come off. Take a timeout and talk about it.
So midway through this fourth quarter, we'll step aside. 5:17 to play. Lenape Valley Indians closing in on a championship berth.
I love sports. I just wish they could be with me always. They say you don't choose the app. The app chooses you. It is everything I could ever want in a sports companion. It can stream the games and shows that I love, and it's there whenever I need it.
That's okay.
I never thought I could find an app that loves sports as much as I do. Until now.
So much fun to have you with us on ESPN today for the 62nd Pop Warner Super Bowl. Drew Felios with Rini and Golia, D2 Junior Varsity Semifinal at Lenape Valley. Just 5 minutes plus away from a berth for the championship game here at the 62nd Pop Warner Super Bowl. And they'd probably be matched up with Palm Beach Gardens as they were leading by a large margin last time we checked. So 3rd down and 6 coming up. Lenape Valley just trying to keep the clock moving here. Keller, the play fake. Keller trying to take off, and he's going to be ridden down at the 19. Good pursuit that time.
Brought down by number 45, Michael Bronski.
And Lockport Junior will start taking some timeouts. Try to get back in this ball game. They got to get a stop here on 4th down.
So it'll be 4th down and 3. Indians will have it. That's the one thing if you're Lenape Valley. You got so many different options offensively. It's kind of pick your poison for the Indians. One of the reasons why they have not lost it. How about the cheerleaders? They were showing the hardware that they had. The Pop Warner Cheer and Dance, big trophy they're touting around. Fields here.
That was the Macarena, Drew. I've seen you do that before.
A couple times. The Macarena, that's before. A lot of these players were
That's
born.
what they were doing, I'm telling you. I've seen it before.
Interesting what the call is going to be here from the Indians. Fourth down, and they need 5. Keller with Davis in motion. And may have early movement here.
8 offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains 4th
Actually
down.
benefited him. It was a low snap. Keller wasn't going to be able to handle it. That play was going to be dead in the water right there. Yeah, they're going to lose 5, but they get another chance at it. And they were going back to old reliable. They were going to try a little jet sweep with number 4, Stevie Davis. And actually the penalty was on the center. Torrin Kelly, he actually moved the ball and then stopped it, and that's what forced the bad fumble, the bad snap. So it's always bad when the center forgets the snap count.
Makes it 4th down. And a little bit tougher here. Got to get it to the 15-yard line. There's Davis in motion again. Keller will survey the field, and he'll go down this time. Van Youngen, the outside linebacker for Lockport, coming in to make the sack, and the junior Porter's hanging on to hope.
Huge play by Youngen, getting to Keller for the sack. Ball gets turned over on downs. Lockport Junior still alive.
you see Palm Beach Gators. That is the final. Now awaiting the winner of Lenape Valley and Lockport. So we'll have that championship Friday afternoon, 1:15 p.m. here from the ESPN Wide World of Sports. Lockport's offense today, very methodical, effective, but only producing 8 points. Lenape Valley giving up a drive on the very first try for the Junior Porters, but that was it. Tightened up after that, and Lockport has not been able to score since that first quarter. Another timeout will be taken here with 5 minutes to play. As you see Coach Coleman, Lenape Valley, and some great coaches have gone through Pop Warner football, and I mean the best of the best. Look at that group. Herm Edwards back in coaching with Arizona State this year.
Had a great year, taking the Sun Devils to a bowl game, but Nick Saban, Pete Carroll, Sean Payton, yeah, I would say pretty good coaches.
You know what, I'd love to see Pete Carroll one day back in the college game. He's got so much enthusiasm.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Had a great run at USC. Matt Leinart, Reggie Bush, remember those teams?
Oh, absolutely. Herm Edwards, when he was with ESPN, he used to come down here. He would be down here for the Pop Warner Super Bowl.
Speaking of coaches, you take a look at 2 great ones there. March Coleman on the right, John Zerwinski on the left. We've had some coaching moves over the last few days. Reedy, which one really stands out to you?
Walt Bell, going to my alma mater, UMass, Florida State offensive coordinator. People are like, what are you talking about? That's who they hired.
Toss this one out to the left side. It's going to be incomplete. Also, Scott Satterfield, Appalachian State, going to Louisville to replace Louisville's coach.
Yeah, Scott Satterfield, very good. You know, was at his alma mater, Appalachian State, was a quarterback there. Got them to a bowl game this year. And, you know, going to the ACC. Can't blame these guys. These big job opportunities come up. And hard for the players, though. You know, you lose your coach, and that's the one kind of negative thing for the players in the business when the coaches kind of jump ship, and it's kind of nature of the beast.
Coaches today under more pressure than they've ever been. And these coaches are under a lot of pressure too, because remember, you got to come up with the schemes, coach the kids, also dealing with parents, dealing with so many issues that come up. The challenge every day of coaches here at the youth system. Christian Evans, tough real estate this time as it is coming from the Indians, and that time the play made by number 25, Vincent Cherubini.
You talked about it earlier. The Lockport Junior Porters really not built as a come from behind teams that are trying to do stuff that they just don't really do during the season. You know, they're so dominant with their wing offense, and now you're trying to get back in a game, and now Lenape Valley just kind of pinning their ears back, getting after it.
And we're going to have a false start here.
False start. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains 3rd down.
Who do you think did the best coaching job all year round in college football? We saw some real gems put together across the board.
You know, I had a vote in one of the postseason award shows. I actually voted for Josh Heupel, not because I live here in Orlando. I just thought there was so much pressure on him taking over a team that went undefeated, won a New Year's Six bowl game. Then your athletic director is proclaiming you national champions. Everyone wanted a piece of you, and holy cow, the guy went undefeated again and won a conference championship. So I just thought that was one heck of a job.
Right now, Lockport struggling to get a playoff.
False start. 44 on the offense.
45
but
left.
5-yard
How about
penalty.
the coach in Cincinnati? Did a
Remains
really good job.
Luke Fickle, and how about the Chicagoland area? Pat Fitzgerald at Northwestern.
Yep.
Great job as well. So a lot of great coaching jobs out there.
Dan Mullen at Florida, another.
Yep. See the false start on the center. Both centers now.
Christian Evans able to complete a pass, only the 2nd completion of the day for Lockport, up to the 25-yard line, and Joseph Vega with a nice catch.
Just trying to spread it out, move down the field. Now I like they got some yardage back, but still a long 4th and 15 here.
Back to throw again. Evans steps around the pressure. He's got to get rid of it quickly. Instead, he'll eat it at the 21. And again, 44, Michael O'Hanlon. This kid is a physical football player.
And they love it defensively. When you know what your opponent's going to do, you know it's a passing down, 4th and 15. You're going to get after it. Exactly what Lenape Valley did right there. And they get the ball back.
We were just talking about coaches. You know, another coach that I got to ask you about, Lincoln Riley, Oklahoma. How good is he?
Well, he's so good that now his name's being mentioned for the NFL. You hear his name mentioned at Green Bay, as Mike McCarthy got fired this week. I mean, does that system, does a Lincoln Riley type system work in the NFL with an Aaron Rodgers? Whew, wouldn't mind seeing it.
Wow.
You never know. How about Les Miles back in coaching?
Oh, incredible.
Kansas,
great
Another
pick.
guy that, I mean, the game's just better. And, of course, the huge news today, Urban Meyer retiring after the Rose Bowl.
This time of year, this week especially, Pop Warner week, we're always talking about coaching transactions because there's so much movement.
Because you got to get them done because of recruiting. And now you have an early signing period in college football, which I think this year it's December 19th. So it's coming up. So you want to make your changes so you can grab some kids during that early signing period.
Here's another one that I think is going to get some heat. You watch. Mark Richt, University of Miami.
Yeah.
Does that have staying power?
I think he bought another year, but he's got to have a good year next year. I just think they underachieved this year. You know, they had so much high expectations starting off the year, and just, boy, in the middle of the season really got hit hard, and just not the year that they wanted, obviously.
Lenape Valley now under 3 minutes, 24-8 with the lead. Trying to put a bow on this one and cement their place in the championship. Patrick Keller done a great job today at quarterback. Under center once more. And they'll run it with the fullback. Straight ahead. And maybe a yard that time. As ball going to be taken up. Carson Wakefield in there, and you saw number 10, Robert Baranowski, trying to come away with it.
I got it.
Okay. There are 2 fouls on the play. Personal foul, number 38. Unsportsman, number 54.
Two
Both
penalties this time on Lenape Valley, going to push them way back.
Down.
And it's going to be a 3rd down.
When you know Coach Coleman doesn't like that, you got to hold your emotions in check. You got this game in hand. You just want to run these 2 minutes out and then get ready, rest up, and get ready for a championship game against a tough opponent in Palm Beach. No penalties late in the game. That's 30 yards worth of penalties right there in one play.
Look at that front for Lenape Valley. 44 in there, Michael Hanlon. There's the penalty story. 6 of them for 65 yards for Lenape. 7 for 57 yards on the Lockport side. Pitch it. Running game has been solid all afternoon long. Not much this time, though. Again, Van Youngen, number 8, has played well. He's gotten really good as this game has gone along on defense. They call another timeout for Lockport. Lockport just doing everything they can here to stop the clock.
Fighting to the end. Going to take that timeout there. 4th down. They're going to get the ball back, but unfortunately, I just think they're too far behind here with 1:30. We've seen crazy things in football. This would be the craziest if they were able to come back in this one.
How about this Lenape Valley team? They've won the regional titles in Pop Warner. They've never won a national championship. Is 2018 going to be the year? So much anticipation to get here. The Indians drawing one step closer, barring a miracle, likely to advance. Look at Van Youngen of Lockport. Junior Porters with a great effort to get to this point. Looks like, though, it is going to fall short. Fourth down at 34. It's going to take a Lenape Valley bounce and be downed at the 7-yard line.
Quite fitting. Stephen Davis has done everything today. Why not punt one down inside the 10-yard line?
Torrin Kelly touching it right there. Lockport is going to have a long way to go. Yeah. Stephen Davis just cannot say enough about what he has done. And I cannot say enough about the field conditions this week at the Pop Warner Super Bowl. Had a little rain yesterday. One thing you know when you come to this complex, the field's always pristine, just amazing.
And not just championship field that you're looking at right there, but all the peripheral fields as well. All just in superb condition.
Garden Grove versus the Hartford Hurricanes. That's coming up next from Field 17 here at the ESPN Wide World of Sports. Be sure and stay tuned. Hartford Hurricanes, usually stellar here in Central Florida. Can they keep it up? Garden Grove representing California. Coming a long way here to Walt Disney World. Nearly intercepted this time, trying to hit it over the middle. Clock will stop with 1:17 to play. Christian Evans taking some big hits. Christian Evans listed as the #2 quarterback for Lockport. He's gotten the bulk of the snaps today. He's played his heart out. John Zerwinski protecting him, number 59. And here comes the pressure. Evans going down. This is close to a safety. I think they're going to mark it, though, at the half-yard line.
Yeah, he was at the 1-yard line. There's a flag on the play.
1-yard line. There is a flag on the field.
Had lots of flags here in the fourth quarter.
Holding. 8 on the defense. That penalty's decline, result of the down. Third down, result of the play.
Carson Wakefield, he's causing a lot of problems, Rini. And he's going to be an issue for Palm Beach.
Yeah, we've called Carson Wakefield's name out a bunch today. Very physical players. Finds the ball.
Trying to get some room out of there. Romello Green's played well today.
And you know, Lockport Junior, they're going to come up short here, but nothing to hang their heads about. We talk about every game. It's just an honor to make it here. I mean, it's so hard to make it here. You're one of the best teams in the country, and you're just going to run into good teams when you get here. We see it every year. There's got to be a winner. There's got to be a loser. Lockport Junior, sensational season just to make it here to Walt Disney World.
Another carry by Romello Green as we come to 30 seconds. Final minute. What has just been a hard-fought Pop Warner football game here to get to a championship. One more pass in the cards. How about Brandon Futrell laying out for it? Just giving it all you have till the end.
And that's it. This team's fighting. You knew Coach John Zerwinski's squad wasn't going to quit. He told us they weren't going to quit. They were going to fight to the end. And they're scratching and clawing. They won't stop until that clock has all zeros on it.
Coach Zerwinski, what an effort his team has put forth. This is one of those games where even if you don't come out on the winning end, just you got to tip your helmet.
And you learn so much, right? It's the first time here for them.
Sure.
Now they know, right? Now that carrot's at the end of the stick for next season. They know what it's like to get here, and the experience these kids and the parents and the coaches experience here is phenomenal.
Throw it again, up for grabs, out of bounds. And let's see, we got a flag near the sideline. Gonna get a push over there.
Pass interference. Defense, 15-yard penalty, yardage results, first down.
can see how both teams have sort of tried to air it out, and especially Lockport trying to do things they don't normally do.
Yeah, and we talk about it, right? During the year, you see the pass interference call there. During the year, you know, a lot of these teams that get here, they dominate during the year, right? You know, they're 10-2, 11-0, something like that. And they're just not in uncomfortable positions. And then here, you run into some good competition where all of a sudden you got to get out of your comfort zone. And for a team that runs a single wing, all of a sudden now you got to try to push it downfield, down by a couple scores, and it's tough.
So could be the final play here for Lockport. May have time for another. As Christian Evans, again, how about this trickery? They are pulling out all the stops. It's going to be intercepted, though, this time. Lenape Valley not going to be fooled. Eli Boehm gets into the interception column, and that is going to do it.
Yeah, Boehm just sitting there in center field. And again, a well-coached team, you know, with a lead, you don't let anyone get past you. You don't let a ball go over your head. Boehm's just sitting back there center field, gets the easy interception. One snap, and the ball game is over.
Final play for the Lenape Valley Indians. They will take a knee and wrap this thing up. 24-8, the final score. Impressive from start to finish for the Indians. Out of Bucks County in Pennsylvania, Doylestown represented 13-0 on the season. And for March Coleman's team, a berth in the championship.
Yeah, and again, congratulations to Lockport Junior on a sensational season. Just ran into a very good Lenape Valley Indians team. And as you said, Drew, they're on their way to Division II JV championship game.
Let's check in with March Coleman now, who joins us from the field. Coach, an impressive performance for your guys. What do you think was the best thing your team did today among so many things?
Yeah, I think the guys on offense, we blocked well, and we were able to get outside. Both our backs played great, and defense, they have a really tough team, double wing team, and having 20 go out for them hurt them, but I think we just played consistent football, which is what our team is known for.
All right, Coach, I'm going to spin it forward for you. You got Palm Beach Gardens in the championship game. Dynamic offense, put up 40 today. What do you know about them, and what do you think about that game?
Yeah, we know that I think they won the D2 Pee Wee championship last year. They have tons of athletes. They're very good, so we have our work cut out for us, but it's going to be a fun time, so we're just happy to be here and for the kids' success, so thank you.
Coach, best of luck at the championship.
Good luck, Coach.
Thank you, guys.
All right, that is March Coleman, head coach of Lenape Valley. Take a look at the final numbers. Rini, what do you think was the biggest difference in this game?
Just the consistency of Lenape Valley in the run game. Stevie Davis, Eli Boehm, really nice job. Consistent and just a very well-coached team who executed.
Lenape Valley, a little bit more balanced. Lockport Junior, a great effort. But in the end, it's the Indians over the Junior Porters. Hope you enjoyed it. 24-8, Lenape Valley. Moving on to the championship for Rini and Golia. Tom James, I'm Drew Felios. More Pop Warner football coming up in just a moment from the ESPN Wide World of Sports.